of bass, treble, mid, drums, claps. Like there's so many different, there's millions and millions and millions of sounds.
Sure.
Now, to differentiate that from each other sound and to make that into one piece of music, that's what I believe in music, is what music's about, is let's just say you're cooking that 된장찌개, right?
Yeah.
You're cooking that stew, and you're missing like the salt part of it. You're like, there's something wrong with this, right? You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing with music. You know, you want to add all these things. It doesn't necessarily mean the more you add, the better it is, but you want to have that right combination. You know,
just the right amount.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's how it started getting with the music, and you know, I was blessed that I've got to work with certain artists and you know, like Eunjiwon's it was his second album, I think it was, right? I did 5 songs in that album. And if you listen to the ones that I produced, I'm really picky about the sounds I used. So, you know, I like using the hard hitting beats and the deep bass and you know, I mess with the EQ, the volumes, and it's very precise for me. And if I don't like it, honestly, I just don't want to do it. So there's been times, well, I make a song and it'll take 3 months to make one song, but I can make one song in 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it just gets like that.
That's right. And that's good, and that's why you're good.
No.
Who was your favorite hip hop artist growing up?
Wow, too many. Really, I can't name one. Definitely a lot of the old school cats. You know, like I mentioned, Notorious B.I.G., you know, Tupac, Nas, Wu-Tang, Mobb Deep. You know, these guys, they all influenced me and shaped me to what I am today, you know. And the thing is, though, you know, you look at the limelight of the rap industry or the hip-hop industry, right? And you have so many different types of, I guess, scenarios and type of the way they show themselves, right? But I was definitely more into the flashy part of it. You know, I wanted that fat ride. You know, I wanted the fat watch. I wanted all that. You know what I mean? And I thought that's what I was about. You know what I mean?
But sometimes with this role, that has to come with it a little bit.
Yeah.
Not that that's the important thing.
Right.
But because what your role is, it's almost expected.
That's that's really good what you just mentioned, because the one thing that I want to mention about that, right? A lot of times people like to get into their artistic mode, you know, so they go, oh, you know, that commercial stuff, man, that's not real music. You know, listen to this, and you have to have like this jazzy feel or soul-y thing, like, oh, now this is soul. You know what? Yeah, true. You know, that is real music. But also this is real music too. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just because a lot more people like this more style doesn't necessarily mean this is more real music than this is. You get what I'm saying? And that, I see that all the time. I see that people might be a little more mature now, so they're like, oh man, you know what? You know, don't like that style, because that's for kids, you know? That's for like the people who want to just show off. Yeah, so what? You know, that's what sells. You know, sometimes that's what people feel, and that's real music to them. Let them be. Who are you to judge what real music is and what fake music is? That's why, even for me, you know, I get confused. I'm like, what's real, what's not? Everything's fake. Everything's real. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
You know, I want to ask you, what about the hip-hop culture now in Korea? Can you name a few groups that you see up on a rise or that are already out there that you really say, hey, they're pretty good, or they're gonna be good, or, you know, who are some groups now, or you know, guys who are out there rapping on their own, or hip-hop that's here in Korea that you see?
I'm probably gonna sound like a PhD, which is a player haters degree, right? Yeah, because I
mean, I want to hear it.
I want to be honest. I really think that hip hop has gone even to a lowest level than it has since back then. Yeah, maybe I'm not one to judge, you know? I mean, who am I? I haven't dropped an album for ages.
But I want to hear it from you.
Just to me, you know, once people start building the roots of hip hop, right? I feel that you have to have a certain responsibility that comes with that territory, right? So you want to build off that, you know what I mean? I just don't see it these days. I just see everybody playing at the safe role. Don't get me wrong, there are so many talented rappers out there. Like, from the underground scene to the internet guys to the overground, like, even these idol guys, like, they can rap. I'm like, whoa. You know what I'm saying?
Who can rap? What do you think?
I think, you know, Shinwa Eric, I think he's a good rapper.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's a good rapper. You know, there are seriously very, very talented rappers out there. But when it comes down to like bringing that flag and bringing that pride for hip hop, it's just like, I don't see it. You gotta add in the girl chorus. You gotta do in your little funky thing so you can be on TV and blah, blah, blah. You know, I mean, I don't know.
You don't see the true color still going.
I don't see it. No, and in actuality, that's the reason why I don't listen to, you know, a lot of the Korean hip hop these days. I liked it before when there was a little tension. You know, you need sometimes to have that to upgrade the music, you know, and you need to have rivals. You need to have, you know, the ups and downs. And this way, it starts shaping it into something more original. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, don't get me wrong. We're still biting off a lot of the old stuff, but we're creating ourselves too. You know what I mean? But when you level that out and you go into a safe route, it just, to me, you know, and it's just not me. I hear it from a lot of people. They're like, oh, you know, when are you going to drop your album? You know, because, you know, I like your stuff. And I'm glad they say that, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, just because I might drop something that people might relate to, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm the realist either. You get what I'm saying? So I look at it now, I'm just like, wait, I lost a lot of passion. I lost, you know, for whatever reasons, but it's hard for me to say that I see something that's really on the rise, because I don't, you know?
What will make you come back and do it? I mean, of course, we need the very basics, somebody to fund it, to create the album.
Right.
And what will it take for DJ Shine to go ahead and do one out there again?
You know what? I really, really haven't thought about it. You know, I mean, it definitely crosses my mind like once a day, but I don't ever really think deep about it. And I think that's not anybody's fault except mine, you know? I'm just lost in certain things where I'm trying to find myself, whether it's getting the passion back, whether it's focusing, whether it's, you know, knowing what my responsibilities are. And right now, the most important thing for me right now is to handle my responsibilities. You know what I'm saying?
And you've gone to being a hip-hop artist to a businessman.
Well,
let's
you know,
go a little bit into that world, businessman.
Sure.
I mean, you are a very prominent businessman, in fact.
No.
You know, a lot of people, you know, let's talk a little bit about what you've done.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the reason why, you know, there's some rumors out there that people think I'm crazy about business. And like I said, you know, whatever, the rumors fly, right?
Survivals.
That's it. I gotta eat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No one's gonna give me $1 million.
You can't cook your albums.
Yeah. If I gotta work at Mickey D's or I gotta wash dishes, I gotta do something, right?
That's right.
So, you know, obviously I started trying to do something